Callie Rouse. Yeah, I'll wait. No worries. So hello, my name is Callie Rouse, and I am one of the senior intercultural program advisors at CGIS. We are the Center for Global and Intercultural Study. We primarily work with undergraduate students in LS&A, but we also work with a whole group of them. And I use she, her pronouns. Corinne is going to be helping me today. Do you want to introduce yourself, Corinne?
Yeah, I can say hi really quick. So, hello, my name is Corinne Leverton. I also work in the Center for Global and Intercultural Study. I'm a communications specialist. I'll be answering questions in chat, so feel free to drop them in. Back to you,
Alrighty,
Callie.
I will get going. So, first of all, who are we at CGIS? So, like I mentioned, we are the Center for Global and Intercultural Study, and we have a variety of study abroad opportunities available to undergrads. So, CGIS has over 115 programs in 45 countries with plans to continue to grow. And we offer courses both in English and local languages. So if you're wanting to actually like work on your language skills, you can do that while studying abroad. You can go abroad as early as your first summer. So some students will go abroad early on and then do another study abroad later on, whatever works for you. And students can also, like I mentioned, go multiple times. And C just mostly serves LSA undergrads, but students from all colleges are eligible as long as they are undergraduate students. If you are not in LSNA, that's not a problem. There are a variety of different other offices that help support students from like Ross, IPE, Opportunity Hub, International Center, and so forth are available as well. So why study abroad? So first of all, you can satisfy major, minor, and distribution requirements abroad. So going abroad doesn't have to set you back in any way for your current path. You can continue to get those requirements completed. It helps you gain a new perspective on your academic area by studying with international faculty alongside international students and getting a different viewpoint on things than you might get here. It helps you develop independence and gain skills to approach situations from a different cultural framework, which is really helpful when you're kind of looking for a job and looking for internships as well afterward. In addition, it helps you think critically to solve problems in a new, complex, and changing landscape, bolster resiliency, make meaningful lifetime friends, and just in general become a better global citizen. Health and safety. So we have the International Travel Oversight Committee that kind of looks out for what safety and health issues are happening around the world, and kind of like appropriately categorizing certain countries based on those health concerns or safety concerns. At CGIS, we have a dedicated health and safety specialist who is available for student advising and support. We vet all of our programs to make sure they are in safe locations where we don't feel like there's any like risk to our, or any large risk. Obviously, there's always some risk, but any large risk to our students going in these programs. And pre-departure health and safety orientations are also provided. So in addition, we also follow the University of Michigan's campus requirement regarding vaccines. So whatever vaccine requirements they have here, we have them as well. And we assist with students who need additional vaccination depending on their program. You know, if you are going to a location where the yellow fever has been a challenge, we'll let you know, hey, you're going to need that in advance of going abroad to be able to go into that country and so forth. So what program makes sense for you? So we have this helpful little kind of like table to kind of think about what is going to be important for you. So language and identity, is it really important that you're speaking a certain language? Maybe you really want to work on your Spanish while abroad. Degree requirements, like I mentioned, you can get those done abroad. Which programs are going to be able to do that for you? Professional goals, do you want to have a program where you also have an internship included? On-site support, are you looking for one where you're like super independent, or are you wanting something where there's something a little bit like the campus support system that you have here at UM? Fitting your schedule, you know, if it's not possible for you to do an academic year program, what is available in the summertime? And cost, of course, cost is important. And there are a variety of different models of programs that have different costs associated with them for different types of students. Interestingly, with relation to degree requirements, you can actually search up programs by your major or minor on the CGIS website to give you a launching off point, as well as meeting with your major and minor advisors to learn about requirements you can do abroad. Identity considerations. It's important when thinking about programs to consider your race and ethnicity, what kind of LGBTQ rights do or do not exist in the country you're going to, gender roles, how strict are they? Would you be uncomfortable with certain gender roles? Do you want a certain environment? Religious diversity, is it a very, mono-religious location? It is very religiously diverse. Are you looking for something as part of your religious journey? And checking out these resources can help you start that conversation about your identity concerns from the CGIS Brief, which is a webinar series we've created, and the Identities Abroad page, and the Diversity Handbook, which dive a little bit more into specific identities. And important thing to note is knowing another language is not required to study abroad. This is just a list of languages or programs that have that are not in non-English speaking locations where there's English language programming. So you don't have to know Thai or Japanese or Greek to be able to go on these programs. And there are, of course, English-speaking countries as well that you can go to. There's the, more traditionally thought of Australia, Ireland, UK, but there's also places like Singapore, South Africa, and Turks and Caicos that are English-speaking as well. Experiential learning. We have experiential learning opportunities where students can do research and internships abroad, such as doing service learning in Sao Paulo, interning at the Dublin Parliament, interning in Quito, Ecuador, and Chiang Mai, Thailand, working in a lab in Stockholm, Sweden, conducting psych research in Madrid, among a whole other host of opportunities as well. In the spring and summer, we have opportunities for students to do a couple of different kinds of programming. So there are global course connections programs where you take a winter term course and then you travel for a couple of weeks in May and June, going to actually see things that are related to your course in another country. So for example, we have a literary monsters course that is taught by a faculty member here at and that same professor goes with those students abroad to London to go to places where these were written or set. GIEU, so this is our Global Intercultural Experience for undergraduates. This is a service learning program where students have a preparatory course where they think in depth about what it means to enter communities, especially vulnerable communities, and how to do so in an ethical and respectful way. And then they go abroad in the summertime and are able to experience what it's like to do that kind of service learning work in another country. Language course requirements, students who are wanting to finish out their language requirements don't just have to stay at You can also go abroad and be taught by faculty in another country while immersing yourself and living in a homestay. And then there's a whole host of other spring summer programs that can last from 3 to up to like 10 weeks abroad, taught by local faculty around the world. And for the semester and academic year, I mean, really, you can go so many different places. You can do just a semester abroad, or you can do an entire academic year in one or multiple locations. And you can do it for 12 to 18 credits, and learning from local faculty, with these two in Madrid and in Seoul being 2 examples of students that have done this before and were able to get classes towards their degree requirements. So how can we actually get you abroad? So first of all, financial aid. If you are financial aid eligible, absolutely be meeting with the financial aid office and talking with them about how study abroad could impact your eligibility for aid and how much you're eligible. You have a variety of funding sources available to help you cover those expenses, and eligibility for particular amounts is really going to depend on your program and your unique financial situation. So they are going to be really your best friend when it comes to this. And to get an idea of what kind of funding you can expect, you can fill out the study abroad estimate worksheet linked here, and then send it to them based on the budget that we have provided on our website. And then there's also the LSA Study Abroad Scholarship for students that are financially eligible and LSA students. This is a great resource where you can get $1,000 to $10,000, and that's for 95% of eligible students will get that. And it really is going to depend on your particular needs how much you would get, but absolutely a great thing that you can do by either doing a study abroad in the fall and winter for a minimum of 12 credits, or a spring and summer study abroad with a minimum of 6. For more information on that application, you can head out to this link, and there's also resources to connect with LSA scholarships directly. I also want to highlight that we have additional scholarships available. Maybe you're not an LSA student, maybe you're not financially eligible, or maybe you are and you're looking for even more funding. That additional scholarship page is helpful for you. So what's next? You kind of have an idea of what you want to do. Where do you go from here? So exploring CGIS's programs. Start with browsing our website by region, by major, looking through the course descriptions. And then if you have questions going forward, you're trying to narrow things down, come meet with us. We have 6 advisors who are available to meet with students, and we are available in the summer and throughout the academic year. And then finally, once you kind of decided on what you want to do, you can start your mCompass application. These are the standard deadlines below. So if you incoming student and are looking to go abroad as early as possible, maybe you can look at spring, summer of next year and start applying in January. So getting credit abroad on your programs. So LSA students have a great experience with this because you can get in-residence credit on all of your CGIS programs. Classes abroad are going to be automatically applied towards your GPA, but if you want to take something pass-fail, you can, as long as it's not in your major or minor, you can do so. And students who wish to fulfill college requirements can speak with their academic advisors, and then non-LSA students do have to consult their home institutions on how that particularly would transfer. And you definitely want to start planning early. So sometimes students will knock out their humanities and social science credits really early on, and then realize, oh man, I should have kept that and saved that for my study abroad experience. So it's good to start having those conversations early so you know what to save and know what to keep going forward with doing here at UM. We look forward to supporting you throughout the entire process. So we can help with exploring programs and navigating the process, navigating the application process, pre-departure orientation, high quality programs, which are vetted by our health and safety team. And we have health insurance that is very highly supportive of our students. We also have knowledgeable program advisors and health and safety, like I mentioned, and we do grade processing for you. We get the transcripts, we get them all online for you. And finally, I want to mention the CGIS Study Abroad Fair. This is a really great experience, so not only to meet with your CGIS advisors, but also to explore the whole breadth of programming we have available. And this will be coming up on Tuesday, October 3rd. From noon to 4 p.m. in the Michigan Union Rajo Ballroom. And so, yeah, I hope to see you there. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. Are there any questions that I can help answer?